Alright, everybody, welcome back to Kill or Love. It's been a hot minute, but you guys really enjoyed the last episode back when I did that in like April, I think. So now, about 5 months later, we're finally doing part 2. I understand this game's also not for everyone. Like, it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of just, you know, it's more chill, it's like raw footage, there's not much editing going on, and, you know, Mr. Editor's also on vacation, so that's also a thing. But either way, since this is gonna be a long one, just sit back, relax, grab yourself a snack, grab a cup of tea, whatever you need to do. I'll wait for you. Alright, that's enough waiting. And with that, August 10th. I could write about all the talks we had, about the first night we spent together, about looking for an apartment and then finding it, about moving in, about pretty much anything that only involved the two of us. But I think it's time to move on. This isn't a feel-good journal after all. Also, yeah, if you haven't watched the previous episode, I advise you to go do that because this probably won't make much sense otherwise. But a quick recap is with this main character called Jack, I'm pretty sure his name was. His girlfriend's name is Anna. She's a nurse. She's taking care of him because, like, he broke his leg, I think. He had an ex named... what was her name again? Oh, I can't remember. I cannot remember. I'll remember it as we go along. Grace! That was it. Grace. And Anna doesn't want him to keep thinking about her. Something happened to her. We still don't know exactly what. She's been hurt in some way. Anna doesn't like her. Jack wants to kill Anna. And that's where we are. Can I even say kill? Because I'm not allowed to swear. I have no idea. And I was about to say the F word then. Jesus. I mean, this is going to be raw and uncut, so it's interesting not being able to swear. I'll have to remember that and go back in editing and all that. It's a risky one. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Oh, God. It was a Thursday. Coming up to a year since Grace and I started dating. Her name was right there. I was at the cash register. Grace wasn't in the store. An old lady was counting her change, slowly and with trembling hands, when Anna walked in. Whoa. Anna didn't buy anything. She went for the register towards me, empty-handed. The sight of her approaching made my heart start beating like mad. My head hurt. I knew the moment I saw her that she meant trouble. Jack? My God, is that you, Jack? She had the nerve to pretend she'd stumbled upon me by accident, like she hadn't tracked me down. Okay, I need to make sure if this is the right save file, because I don't remember if we've seen this or not. Hold on, just a quick cut. It was the right one. Okay, back on back on with this. Also, this is the first monster I've had in about 3 weeks. Be proud of me. Again, like I say, I don't have an addiction anymore. It's great. But I didn't have it together. I couldn't see through her acting. I was confused, panicking, not sure why. Excuse me, miss? Is it you? Please don't cut in line, miss. It's not fair to the other customers. The old lady was still tackling her mass of coins. She didn't seem to notice much around her. Don't play silly with me, Jack. It's you, isn't it? I don't like this music. Yes, my name is Jack, but you've got me confused with someone else. There's a lot of Jacks out there. Oh, come on. You're you, alright? I put a hand on the counter to steady myself. She reached out as if to place her hands on mine. God, this music's uncomfortable. I want to swear. I jerked my hand back like she was going to bite me. Ugh, bad phrasing, bad phrasing. It's me, it's Anna. Don't you remember your old friend? No, we've never met. I guess it has been a while. 15 years? Jesus. Do I even remember 15 years back? 15 years back, I was 2. No, my first memory is when I was 3, funny enough. My first memory from when I was 3 was when I nearly died. Because, I had a shelf, in my living room, I had a plane toy, it was up, like, where I couldn't reach it, so my first instinct was to climb the shelf, and then it fell down over me, and I had to go to the hospital, and that's my first ever life memory. Starting off great. Oh. Anna stared right at me, through me. I thought it'd either boil or freeze. Sure, it's you. Let's go somewhere and talk about old times. I know a great restaurant just 2 streets over. Look, lady. Even if I was this friend of yours, I have a job to do. So let me go on with it. You're bothering the customers. The customers weren't bothered one bit. If they hit anyone, it was probably me. After all, I was being so rude to this pretty, charming girl who only wanted to talk to her friend. Maybe that's why she doesn't like you. I'm still so confused on who I'm siding with in this entire story because we don't know much. Grace just seems sweet and like she's just caught up in all this poop that's going on, because I can't say the S word. All this poop that's going on between all these. Jack is insane and wants to kill Anna. Anna seems to be a bit insane as well. But then again, Jack doesn't seem to be treating her okay. I don't know, but we're probably gonna have to kill someone at some point, because that's the title, Kill or Love. I don't know. I haven't seen spoilers or anything. I don't know. Yeah. That's a good point, Jack. What are you doing in this place? It's a pile of trash. Damn! Got him! Someone like you doesn't belong. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Someone like you doesn't belong here. I was through trying to reason with her. I crossed my arms and said nothing, hoping she wouldn't notice that my heart was pounding way too fast. This music! Oh, sorry, it's... Anna gave me a good hard look. So that's how it is. I'll see you later, Jack. And she went away. I let out a long breath I hadn't noticed I was holding. I felt awful. Even worse, I felt Anna had been right. Right click, nope. There had definitely been something familiar about her. But I didn't want to find out more. Next time she comes in, I'll treat her the same way, I told myself. Guessing correctly, there'd be a next time. Guessing wrongly, that it'd be at the store. I'll do it again and again until she gives up. I don't know what she wants, but I won't give an inch. Damn, bro. Biggest anti-simp. The old lady cried out. She'd found a quarter. Alright. Yeah. Hits different when you haven't had in a while. Gonna say that. It's weird, isn't it? Oh yeah, August 11th. It's weird, isn't it? How I just write today's date like that and then go right to telling about something that happened months ago. It's funny that this takes place in August because, well, okay, it's the 1st of September now as I'm recording this, but it was August, whatever. It's just funny. I guess, I don't know. It's not really funny. Shut up! What is your problem, PC? Why do you keep plugging and unplugging sounds? I'm not plugging or unplugging anything. What is your issue? Anyway. I should write down when that stuff happened. But it was so long ago, I don't think I can remember the exact dates. Who cares? This is only for me anyway. It can be a jumbled mess. Sometimes I feel like I should write more about what's happening now. But nothing's happening. So frick it. I'd be careful there. When I told Grace about the girl who called herself Anna and who called me Jack even though we didn't wear name tags, she took it like it was good news. Ooh, we see Grace! Here she is. That's amazing, Jack. She must have recognized you from childhood. She said 15 years, didn't she? That's right from the time you can't remember. Ooh. I don't know, she might be some sort of scam artist. I just come up with that idea of Anna being a scam artist. It's even a good enough excuse not to go near her again. Yeah, right. Come on, Jack. At least give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't need her, Grace. I've got you. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. You gotta be loyal. Just a quick advice, just don't cheat. Like, general advice for anyone, don't freaking cheat. You got that? Cool. Jack, I'm not telling you to sleep with her. Don't be so rude to her next time, okay? Grace is just sweet, like, honestly. I wasn't being rude. Oh, you were. You so were. Yeah, we agree. He was being rude here, okay? I am the unbiased one here, and I'm able to just talk poop about all these. Well, to be fair, I haven't said anything about Grace, but she just, you know, nothing really wrong with her so far, at least. At least not so far. So far. We know what's gonna happen. I have no idea. Like, this plot could go anywhere. So what if I was? It's not fair to her. She seems like a nice girl. And I don't think it'd be good for you, too? To be friends with her? No, not really. She could tell you about your past. Then maybe some things would start making sense. You could put whatever happened behind you. But nothing happened. Something must have happened, Jack. People don't. Grace fell silent. Instead of continuing, she started running her fork through the peas on our plate. We were having dinner. People don't what? People don't do that at night unless something happened to them. I keep telling you, it must be some weird kind of insomnia. Nothing more. Sleeping pills don't work on it. Something will eventually. But why not try this? The memories you have, it's like they want out. I really need to stop right-clicking. It's such a bad habit. I think they should get out too. Then you won't be scared of whatever happened anymore. And how does that work exactly? You'll be able to face it properly. It's helped me a lot, you know? Thinking about what happened to me. Seeing it's not so bad as I thought it was. Yeah, it depends on what it was. Because sometimes I also just want to forget things and leave them in the past. Like last year, I want to freaking leave that in the past and hope that's a repressed memory eventually, you know? I stubbornly refused to answer and went on eating like there hadn't been a conversation at all. What Grace had referred to was something I'd only recently found out. Apparently I shouted and kicked that night a lot. Sometimes I all-out screamed. Maybe I still do all that? Who knows? Maybe the staff and patients here are too polite to point it out. No, I don't scream at night anymore. I'm fairly sure I don't. Though that's not to say I can't sleep all that well. Funny how at one point something like that was the biggest problem in my life. It was so long ago. Or at least it feels like so long ago. So much has happened since then. Also, yeah, just want to point out these save files right here. Viggy, who some of you guys may know, he's played this game through my PC before, so like that's his save files and stuff like that, yada yada yada. So this is my first playthrough. Anyway, the morning after I would wake up sweaty and tired, but it wasn't until Grace told me about the screaming that I found out why. Grace said it happened about once a week. It really freaked her out, but the first few times it happened, but then she got used to it. Or as used to it as you can get. It makes me feel like an ass. Can I say that? A bumhole. You know, it's funny how you can say ass, it seems. That's fine. But butthole, like, you know, that's a bad word. So hole is the bad word here. Oh no, I just said it. I don't know anymore. Oh my god. Realizing how nonchalant I was about it. God damn it. Screaming every few nights in my sleep was, I felt, a small price to pay so I wouldn't have to bother with the past. But it didn't matter in the end if I decided to face the past or not. Either way, it was coming. Interesting. The second time Anna and I met as adults, we were neighbors. I was coming back home from a morning shift at the store. These backgrounds are interesting. You can tell they're real images, but they've like blurred them like this. It's very interesting. I went into our building, up to the second floor, down to the hall to mine and Grace's door, and I froze. There was someone standing in front of our door. That someone was her. Anna? Jack? Oh goodness, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you... She pointed out the door as if to ask if I lived there. Okay, yeah, she's creepy too. And Jack's insane. And I don't know anymore. Yes, that's my apartment. As you damn well know. The hallway air felt warm and stale, soup-like. What are you doing here? I was going to say hello to my new neighbor. So hello. Trying to act all cute, but she's really creepy. Wait, huh? And here. She pushed something into my hands. It was a plate wrapped in plastic wrap. There was something brown on the plate. Brownies. I'm sure you'll like them, Jack. But we're not neighbors. I spat the words out. Yes, we are. I'm right over there. Anna showed me the door to the right of mine. Ah, that place had been empty for weeks. I'm pretty sure the guy who lived there before that was a heroin addict. He didn't seem so bad now. What an amazing coincidence, though, to think we'd end up living so close by again. It's not a coincidence, is it? Pardon? Come on, really? What are you trying to do? It's obvious you planned this. There's no way something like this could happen by accident. Anna laughed. It was a sound like a fork scraping a plate. Ah, it can't be that bad. I hate that. Like, my only pet peeves are like, you know, those sounds like when people scrape forks on a plate, or that one friend who chews really loud, like it's why like I hate ASMR, because like it just tingles up my spine. Like how some people, you know, they don't like the sound of cracking knuckles. So if that's you, I'm terribly sorry. Well, You can believe it's a coincidence, or you can believe it's not. Also, I'm sorry for going off on tangents and stuff. I need to concentrate on the game. I'm just, as you know, my brain works really weird. I go off on tangents a lot. Apologies. Either way, we'll be seeing each other pretty often. Enjoy the brownies. Thanks. I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but I'm sure Grace will love them. Grace? Oh, you should not have said that. Who is Grace? Oh, she sounds like a jealous girlfriend. Who is Grace? Or like one post I saw once of like a text message where it was like he called his girlfriend baby and it autocorrected to Abby, and then he just said, oh no, here we go, and then just, who's Abby? You better tell me. All that. And if you have to say, oh god, here we go, after accidentally typing baby as Abby, you run fast. My girlfriend. I pointed out her door with my thumb. We lived together. My idea was that, sorry, voice crack. My idea was that in case she was acting like this because she was interested in me, I gently tell her I was taken. Smart move. Smart move. Big brain. Markiplier brain. Grace. Yes. Shut up, phone. Ah. She must be a nice girl. With those eyes. Oh. Well, you're dating him in the future, so you better be happy. Yeah. The best I've ever known. This guy's a straight savage. I love it. She's lucky to have you. Okay, can you make it any more obvious? It's the other way around. Aw. Well, it's been nice chatting. I'll say hi to Grace for you. I should go in and say hello myself. No need. She's not here right now. But, bye. I pretended to unlock the door. I was already unlocked because Grace was home. I slipped in and shut the door in Anna's face. Good riddance. In the apartment, I found I could breathe freely again. Son of a... Talk to this girl? Be friends with her? Not a chance. She creeped the hell out of me. Writing all this down, I can see why Grace thought I was overreacting. The plain facts of it don't seem that bad at all. A friend I hadn't seen in years noticed me at my workplace, talked with me a bit, and then happened to move in right next to me. But I knew right from the start there was something off about her. That's not something to ignore. It's interesting actually, because like on a serious note here, sometimes we meet people and in the back of our minds we kind of think there's something off about this person. There's something off about them. And then later they turn out to be poopy people, to put it simply. Or at the very least, very freaking weird. And it's just so weird how the brain works like that. Comment down below. I think a lot of you can probably relate. I've heard many people say this. I've had people like this. It's... You just meet someone and like there's nothing like directly like wrong with them seemingly at first sight, but there's something off that you can't really put it, you know, you can't really put your finger on it, but there is something in the back of your mind telling you that this is not exactly, something's not right here. It's just it's so weird. It's so weird. It's such a, it's one of those things. It's so interesting to think about because it's such a mind frick. Like it's weird. Paranoid? Yeah. But in this case, I was right to be paranoid. It's because I let my guard down that all that poop happened. Still no word from the doctor about when I'll be able to get out of here. In fact, I haven't seen him in days. I hope he's just busy. What if something happened to him? It's the paranoia talking again. No, that's not paranoia. That's plain stupid. And I can't make a doctor disappear and get away with it. But I've got to say, if this doctor did disappear, it wouldn't be much of a loss to the hospital, I think. Woo! Savage. I'll have to ask him to give me some neck exercises I can do. My neck hurts from craning my head to the side all the time to look at the sky. Well, at least the weather's bad now. I'm not looking there as much. It's weird how a little neck pain is causing me trouble, without broken and battered the rest of me is. No, I probably shouldn't mention my neck to him. They might up my dosage. And what will I do then? With my brain turned to mush. Mush. Maybe then I'd be happy. In any case, I have things to do, and I need a clear mind to do them. I hope that what I'm writing makes sense. I hope I haven't gone down to the rabbit hole already, and all I'm doing is strolling line after line of meaningless chicken scratch. That'd be pretty fun, I guess, in a pretty unfunny way. I mean, fair. August 12th. Anna's brownies were tasty. Fair. I didn't have any, but Grace said so. Oh no, did they poison her perhaps? Ooh, she was that jealous, huh? I wanted to throw the brownies into the trash, but Grace caught wind of them too quickly. She's like a bloodhound when it comes to sweet stuff. Chocolate especially. Isn't everyone? Like, I know this guy's not really into chocolate, but he's also insane, so that's also another thing, but... Doesn't everyone love chocolate? I miss it. I miss having chocolate. I'm on a diet. And it's going really well, but I miss chocolate. And then, of course, I had to explain where I got them. Huh. Weird. I know, right? There's no way it's a coincidence. Yeah, it must be a sign. A sign of what? That she's stalking me? Yeah. You know, it is weird that she was stalking me, since she knew where I lived. But that she didn't know about Grace. I mean, she couldn't have known with how surprised she was. I don't think she was acting. Was it just a coincidence then? No, absolutely not. That I refuse to accept. I think I'll go say hi. I could make something for her too. I mean, she's really nice, honestly. She's the only one that I really like out of this entire thing, or that I really trust in, because the other, both Jack and Anna have their own little things that just make him kind of weird. I understand Anna's being creepy towards him, but wanted to kill her? Are you serious? And why is he even in a relationship with her? I don't know. We'll probably get answers later, but still. Do you have any butter left? I want to bake her cookies. Yeah, and then you'll eat most of your own. Bird. He's such a savage. I do love that though. I still think he's a bit insane. He's a bit cuckoo in the head, but he's a straight savage, and I love that. Hey, I don't see the point of going to visit her though. We'll see more than enough of her anyway. We live so close by. We're neighbors. I want us to get started on the right foot. And maybe she and I could be friends. I think that'd be nice. I wrap my arms around her. Of course, you deserve that. But please find a friend that's not her. Why? Once again, I couldn't properly explain why. I couldn't put it down as anything more than a hunch. A gut feeling I'd get whenever I was near her. I've at least got to see her for myself. To see if she's really such a horrible person. Trust me, you're better off without it. The next day in the afternoon, I was lying down on her sofa. I was nursing a headache that'd been with me since the morning. Grace told me she'd be right back. She went out of the apartment with something in her hands, and then a smell of freshly baked cookies wafted out of the kitchen. I cannot speak. It still took me about 2 minutes to piece the puzzle together. Ah, poop. Here we go again. Oh, it's funnier when you're actually able to say the word. God. Ah. I was immediately up. Not good, not good. Panic struck me harder than I would expect. It was like, with Grace seeing Anna all by herself, some vulnerable part of me was exposed. I wanted to bring Grace back and lock the door and keep her safe, and never, ever let her out of my sight. But I also didn't want to go in there. I just stood there, head in my hands, wondering what the hell to do. All at once, I was telling myself to go there, you coward, but also to stay here, you idiot. And somewhere far away, a tiny little voice, very tiny, very little, was telling me I was overreacting. Then there came the sound of glass breaking. It had come from where else? Anna's apartment. I went to the wall that separated our apartments. Now there was no sound at all. Nothing to explain the crash. I finally overcame my cowardice. Cowardice? I said cowardness. I don't know. English is not my first English is not my first language. It's sarcasm. Ruined that joke by screwing it up with my words. God, Xander, get better at speech. I dashed out from our apartment to hers. When I got there, I saw broken glass and blood, and Grace kneeling down, and Anna stood above her. They were both smiling. Sorry, there was a cut there because I got interrupted. Anyway. Hi, Jack. Did you decide to join us? No, what the hell's going on? This? Anna waved her hand at the floor, at all the bits of glass. White ceramic actually. There were also scattered cookies and drops of blood. Yes, that. Just looking at the blood made me feel sick. Like I was going to throw up, but I couldn't peel my eyes away from it. I've always been like that around blood. Never had the stomach for it. Grace was picking up the broken pieces of... Oh, sorry. I need to stop doing that. There was a little accident. An accident? Yes, what else? Grace, what happened? It's my fault, really. The cookies were hotter than I thought, so I dropped the whole plate. And it was Anna's plate, too. Be careful, Grace. You might cut yourself. I feel like they have similar voices. I think, yeah. Grace should have, like, the more cute, soft girl voice, and then Anna's probably more dom girl, I guess. Be careful, Grace. You might cut yourself. She's cut herself already. Look. Huh? She only now seemed to notice the blood around her. But I... Grace checked her hands, turned them around a few times to see from every angle. Found no cuts there. It's not me. It's my blood. What? Anna was, I just noticed, holding her left hand tightly with her right. There was little blood still trickling from between her knuckles. Oh, no, no. Grace's hands hovered around Anna's. She looked willing to help, but afraid she'd do something wrong. How did this even happen? I tried to pick up some of the pieces. They're pretty sharp, aren't they? Hang on, Anna, I'm fine. I don't need you to do anything. The way Anna said that was forceful, almost harsh. Jesus. Grace backed away. I can still help. She remembered I was there. Jack, go get some gauze. We have gauze? 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 What? Oh, useless. Ooh, it's the first time I've really seen her angry or upset or anything. Why is the music so loud all of a sudden? Frustrated, more frustrated than I ever seen her before. Exactly. Grace ran off to get the gauze herself. She left me there in the belly of the beast. I tried being polite. Shame about the cookies. A real shame. I didn't get to eat a single one. Well, actually. She picked up one with the free fingers of her left hand. Some of her blood got on the cookie. Before I could say anything, she ate it. Ah, she ate it in one bite. What? What the hell? What? What? Jesus. My thoughts exactly. It's not bad at all. They're still warm. Do you want one? Yeah, I'll pass. God, you make me sick. Oh, she heard it. I thought it was just in his head. That's not a very nice thing to say, Jack. That's so funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just him saying, God, you make me sick. And she's just like, that's not very nice, Jack. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. If anyone else said it, but I'll forgive you. Because you're in love with him. She licked her lips. Sorry, that's disgusting. I should have left. But I was like a frog being stared down by a snake. I wonder what's taking Grace so long. She must be flustered. Poor girl. So much worry about a teeny little cut. It's not serious. It's not. How do you know? I've seen a lot of cuts. I can imagine. Anna laughed. Cause she knows it's true. I'm a nurse. Oh. That I couldn't imagine. It's still hard to believe, even though I see proof of it every day. There's a lot of blood. You don't believe me? Look. She showed me her hand. The cut ran from the base of her thumb towards the middle of her hand. The wound was thin but long and ragged. Ah, the skin around the wound was pale and moist, showing how fresh the cut was. I could have puked. Oh, does it look bad? Don't worry, it won't even scar. Stop that. You're really I don't remember what I was going to say. It wasn't nice in any case. What stopped me was Grace coming back. Sorry. There wasn't any gauze. Here. She brought a roll of pink toilet paper. Nice. I hope this is good enough. Thank you, Grace, but I don't need it. You don't? No, see? The blood stopped. Anna flashed me a smile. The corners of her mouth were still red. August 13th. Good day today. Didn't see Anna once. But enough of that. After what happened where I left off yesterday, I was sure Grace and I were on the same page. But no. In the end, I was the one who cleaned up that bloody mess on the floor. I threw away the cookies before Anna could get her hands on any more. The cookies, they went to waste. No. Oh. I haven't had cookies in so long because of my diet. I also haven't had this in so long, but today is a little cheat day, so I'm allowed. Back in our apartment, Grace left out a long sigh. Although, yeah, I want to say, cookies and Monster, great combo. Great freaking combo. Like chocolate chip and Monster, such a good combo. It really works. What a mess, am I right? Yeah, and it was all my fault. I meant Anna. You did just meet her, right? Yes. And? Well, I can see why you've been avoiding her. Okay, at least she's aware of that. That's good. If that's what you mean. Thank you. She's... Oh, never mind. Oh. I mean, yeah, she's beautiful. But... Okay. I don't know if I want to say this because Twitter's probably watching. Forget we're so far into the video. Only my true homies will watch this. The true fans, the true homies. If you're here, I appreciate you. Comment Flamingo if you made it this far. And if anyone questions it, don't tell them a thing, okay? Don't tell them anything. Flamingo. She's beautiful. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say. A lot of girls that are beautiful on the outside, they aren't on the inside, so... And that goes for men too, you know? Both genders. People who are beautiful on the outside might not be so beautiful on the inside. I thought she would be some shy little girl or a crazy cat lady or something. But she's like a model. What? No. Don't try to deny it, Jack. It's why I don't want to go near her, isn't it? Now that I think about it, actually, I don't know if he's really dating her. Oh, I don't remember. Did they say anything if she was really his girlfriend in the last one? Or is she just like flirting with him? Oh, wait. No, I think she did say something about like, no need to think about Grace anymore. You have me now. Oh, I can't remember. I'll have to go back and see. Yeah. It's why you don't want to go near her, isn't it? You don't want to be tempted. I shook my head. I really didn't see her that way. Now, with a little more perspective, I can say it's true. What a waste of good looks. Can't deny it. Can't deny it. She's much more beautiful than me. Hey, don't say that. She is not. She is. Grace dropped her gaze to stare at her hands. She wasn't mad that I ruined her plate. She wasn't scared of the blood either. She's just so... I took her hands in mine. They were cold. Grace? Jack? You're beautiful and kind. More beautiful and kind than any other girl in the world. I'm lucky as hell to have you. My cheeks burned. I must have looked like a tomato. I wasn't used to saying stuff like this. I mean it. So don't say stuff like that. Okay? Oh. Grace blinked like she'd just given up. I've been saying a lot of dumb stuff, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm a real hassle, huh? No, don't say that. And don't say you're sorry either. You've done nothing to feel sorry for. She apologized way too often. Don't we all? August 15th. I didn't write anything yesterday. The pain in my leg made it so I couldn't focus. It's been hurting like a bit the past few days. I gave it and asked the doctor about it. He's fine, by the way. Didn't disappear or anything. Must have taken a few days off. Asked about the pain. Asked if he could do anything about it. Apparently the pain is a good sign. I think that's what he said. So I guess my leg is healing alright. But it still hurts. When the doctor went away, I complained out loud that it hurts. One of the other patients must have thought that I was talking to him. The patients here now are not the same guys I mentioned before. Maybe one is, but that's all. Interesting. The others went away. To another part of the hospital, or home, or maybe to the morgue. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. So I said something about how my leg hurt, and a guy on the bed next to mine, a kid actually, can't be more than 18 or 19, starts talking to me. I think he was saying how he's in a lot of pain too. I couldn't understand most of it though. His jaw's been wired shut. Anything he tries to say turns to moans and a lot of drool. Then a nurse came in, not Anna, and told him he shouldn't speak if he wants his mouth to get better. So he shut up. I mean, he could give him like a social or something and they could text. You know, we're in the digital age. Not much else happened, but my leg really is bothering me. It's a deep pain. It doesn't feel like it's healing. It feels wrong in a way that makes my teeth hurt too. I'll stop with the like now. I have to get my mind off of it. It hurts so much. I'll check where I left off the day before yesterday and go from there. You're not coming with us? Again? No, I don't feel like it. But Anna's so great to hang out with. Yesterday we went window shopping, then we went to a cafe, and then we had ice cream in the park. Sounds fun. Just not with Anna. It was. Anna's a really interesting person. You should give her a chance. I'd say he has probably given her enough chance already. She's probably creepy towards him because she's in love with him, and it's very freaking clear. Meanwhile, she just sees you as a friend, so she wants to, like, make a good impression. But when she's in love with this dude, she can't freaking contain herself. I want us all to be friends, so please come along. No, I'll pass. Sorry. A moment later, Anna came in without knocking. She never knocked anymore. Ready, Grace? Yes, in a minute. Grace heaved a sigh. Sigh. You sure you don't want to go? Yes, I'm sure. Go have fun without me. Okay then, some other time. We kissed. Have fun. We will. Bye. Grace and Anna became friends. Good friends, very soon after they first met. I was against it, but I found it hard to complain seeing Grace so happy. They spent quite a lot of time together. Whenever I said anything about this, Grace would tease me. She'd say I was jealous, but she would also invite me to come with. I always declined. I eventually got used to it, and things were quiet for a while. Back in the shopping aisle. Once at the store, I was applying discounts during work hours. It should have been done before we opened up, but someone had been slacking off. I won't point fingers. It was Tom, the old guy. So I was once stuck wondering what kind of dog food the minus 20% should go on, or something like that. The lists they gave us were always terrible, so full of corrections you could barely read them. As I was about to choose a random where to apply the discount sticker, someone had put a hand on my shoulder. Oh, Anna. There was a tightness in my chest, but it passed within seconds. As I said, I'd gotten used to it. She didn't scare me anymore. Hi. How are you, Jack? I'm alright, thanks. Hey, random question. Do you like big dogs or small dogs? Big dogs, I guess. I see. I bent down and placed a sticker, reducing the price of the dog food that had one of those wiener dogs on the packaging. Grace is in the break room, by the way. I know, I was just there. But I wanted to see you. Oh, those eyes. And with that... Ooh. Ooh. Why? I haven't seen you at all for the past week, you know? Didn't you notice? I guess. I was calling to work a lot, and you must have been busy here too. Yep, busy. We should meet more often. After all these years apart, we must have a lot of stories to tell, huh? Yeah, maybe. Jack, you mentioned dogs, right? Right. Was that because of Buddy? Who's Buddy? What a basic dog name. But all dogs are good boys. So you really don't remember anything? Nope. I don't remember this Buddy, and I don't remember knowing you either. Of course, now I do know about Buddy. I don't remember his breed or how old he was, or anything other than his name, really, but I do know of him. A certain picture book told me. That's really too bad. But it'll all come back to you, I'm sure. Who knows? Buddy was a really sweet dog. You liked him a lot. I shrugged. And he loved you. But then again, that dog loved everyone. He was so trusting. Too trusting? I'm sure he was. Are you really fine with not knowing about so much of your life, Jack? Yeah, I am. I'm used to it by now. I think it would feel weird if I could remember, actually. I suppose it's easier in a way. There are some things best forgotten after all, aren't there? Ah, yeah. See, now they're having a normal conversation. Now she's actually, you know, relatively normal. That's surprising. Of course there are. And I wish some of those things would have had the decency to stay forgotten. Why mention it now, though? Oh, no reason. I was just a little curious. Uh-huh. I didn't believe her. I sensed there was something in particular she wanted me to remember. I do know what that is now. but I still don't know why she wants me to remember what she did. Is it some sick form of love? Or does she want to finish the job? Is it both? I don't know. I really don't. Her mind is as much of a mystery to me now as it ever was. Interlude, Anna in Wonderland. Dear Diary, I found him. It was beautiful. It was like fate. It was fate. As soon as I came to the city, I caught his scent in the air. A little, but mostly I smelled homeless people and gasoline. Why did you go all the way out here, Jack? You love nature, the smell of pines. I read that as penis. God damn it. Where we grew up. I was ready to spend weeks looking for you, Jack. Or months, years if I had to. I even got a job at the hospital here. They're understaffed, so it was easy. But there you were, in the first store I went to. I didn't even go in to look for you. Fate, fate, fate. But you were a little strange. Surely you recognized me. I haven't changed that much, have I? I mean, it's been a while, and I have tried to make myself pretty for you in every way I can think of. But you knew it was me, right? I knew it was you. You haven't forgotten me. Were you pretending? Playing a game? Yes, that must be it. Well, I'd love to wait and see what you're doing, dear. But I've been a patient girl for far too long. Dear Diary, Friday. Jack Friday. I knew he changed his name to that, but it's just so funny, isn't it? We'll have to change it back. Jack. For when we're married. I want the real one to follow my first name. Jack Friday. It made me giggle when I saw it in your employee records, darling. I just had a peek, nothing more. Just to see where you live. I wanted to follow you home first, but then I thought, hey, wouldn't it be insanely romantic if the next time I saw you, we lived right next to each other? This is interesting, because now we get insight into, you know, Anna's mind. I know you're playing a little game of you don't know me anymore, but that's not too much, is it, being neighbors? You won't be angry, right? He was. He certainly was. Even if it makes you angry, I have to at least do this, right? Why did she go through with it, though even after finding out he had a girlfriend? Oh, wait, that was after she moved in. Yeah, fair. But then they became friends. I can't wait anymore. I'm tired of being by myself. I've waited this long already. I prepared you for so much. Maybe you won't be mad. Please don't be mad. Please. P.S. One other thing, darling. That street where you live, isn't it a terrible part of town? Run down and cheap and even dangerous? I haven't been here for long, but I think that's right. Is that part of your game too? And working in a store? That must be it as well. Someone like you should never work there. Instead you should be a... Gosh, I can't even imagine what. And isn't that perfect? I don't want you working anywhere. I want you all for me. She's obsessed. Dear Diary, the street is worse than I thought. God, the smell. Do you really know what you're doing, Jack? No, I shouldn't doubt you. I know. The rent is cheap, at least. Very cheap. But more important than that or anything else, there was a vacancy right next door to your apartment. I can't wait to move in. We'll be neighbors. I'll see so much of you it will make me drunk. Dear Diary, what a beautiful dump. I said this to the landlord when I bought my things there. He thought I was complaining. He said I should have checked out the apartment before I rented it. He's an idiot. There could be a swarm of rats or roaches living in the apartment, or crack addicts for that matter, and I wouldn't give a darn. But still, I can't keep it dirty forever. I have to practice my homemaking skills. Time to make this dump a home. Dear Diary, just back from a quick jog. Gotta stay in shape, and the brownies are just about done. You gotta stay in shape, and you make brownies. Oh wait, those are for Jack. Never mind. I know. I should have kept an eye on them. But I've been doing this for long enough, you know. The brownies are perfect. Not burnt, not raw, just right. I hope he likes them. Some good writing in this game, just as a side note. Very good writing. Like, I'm surprised this isn't more popular, because this is great so far. I actually love it. Jack. I don't know if I can go on. Who is this girl? I'm the one for you. The only one for you. Here we go with the jealousy. And yet you... I know this is part of your plan, but you didn't have to do it this way. Why are you being so cruel? I have work now. I don't care. I'll go sleep. Dear Diary, I cried all the bad feelings out. Things don't seem nearly as bad now. Jack is testing me, so I have to show him I want what it takes. Oh, I have what it takes. This is nothing at all. I can do this. Dear Diary, I met her today. Grace. I hope she doesn't get in the way. She's a sweet girl. But she's clumsy. She dropped a plate. My plate too. Cookies. And there are cookies and broken pieces of porcelain everywhere. I'm pretty clumsy too, I guess. Cut myself in a shower when I tried to pick it up. Oh, you did. Jack came in just as I got out. He must have sensed I was hurt. There was a lot of blood for a wound so small. The blood reminded me of that time. It always does. I showed it to Jack. He looked like he was going to vomit. Great acting, Jack. I love you. Bruh. Dear Diary, I've gotten better at playing along with Jack's little game. I see him a lot more now, everywhere I go. Nearly half of those times, I'm not even trying to make our paths cross. Fate. I'm also seeing Grace a lot more. A lot more. She's always asked me to go somewhere with her or to chat. And she's always coming over to my apartment without Jack. She's become a real bother, honestly, but I act nice. That girl tells me about Jack, after all. Though of course she doesn't know anything about him that I don't. That's because she doesn't really know Jack. But now I know that he's pretending to... what he's pretending to be like. He told Grace that he has amnesia. It's a little unoriginal, Jack, don't you think? That's okay though, she believes you. That dumb little... Dear Diary, I'm troubled. I'm starting to think that Jack is not pretending. Finally, you get it! What if he really has forgotten all about me? No, I can't have that. I need a sign, Jack. Just one little sign. So that I know you remember. One sign. Anything is fine. Dear Diary, Jack doesn't remember me. I'm pretty sure of it now. He doesn't remember anything. Darn. But that's a good thing. He hasn't been acting cold on purpose. I'll give his memory a little jog, and that'll be that. Good as new. But this also means that he's serious about that Grace girl. We can't have that. No, no. I'm starting to see her true colors. She's a filthy seductress, alright? So jealous. Like, I understand if you're in love with someone and they have a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever. It sucks. I've been in that position. A lot of you have probably been in that position. It sucks. But you can't really do much about it except maybe wait. And if they ever break up, great. Be supportive. Don't just instantly take your chance. You know, you have to give it a bit of time and see if it works out, you know. Be there for them if they need it, but like, don't do this. Just don't. Don't be like Anna. She's also an idiot. She invited me for dinner tomorrow at her apartment. Their apartment. Her and Jack's apartment. The apartment they're sharing together. Without me. August 16th. Terrible day, really awkward. Oh, now we're back with Jack. Oh yeah, of course. Anna was hovering around me all day. I swear she was here for more than 2 shifts. Probably a little error. It's fine. We'll go. We'll let it pass. It's only one. Like, the writing's been really good so far. So one little mistake, it doesn't matter. How the bell does that work? They're doing the censoring for me. Bell, yeah. I couldn't write at all. Are they doing it on purpose now? Because there's so many typos here. She's only gone now and it's after midnight. Okay. I think it's on purpose. I guess I should mark this as the 17th then, not the 16th. Oh, who cares? Now I have to write in the dark, but that's okay. Okay, yeah. I thought so because they did say about not writing properly. Okay, I like little details here and there. I don't see it as being a problem. So not long after, did I write about how Emma came to see me at the store that one time? Yeah, I did. Not long after that, Grace invited Anna over for dinner. She could have told me before asking Emma. Not that I would have said no. I didn't have an excuse to say no. But I mean, she only told me about the dinner a few hours before it. Yes, I was preparing for a really relaxed evening, and all of a sudden Grace says that we should start making dinner. And oh no, I forgot to tell you, Jack. I shouldn't be so bitter and childish. People forget it happens. Oh wait, that's him. Oh yeah, not that. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be so bitter and childish. People forget. It happens. She didn't mean anything by it. It still rubbed me the wrong way though. Anna was going to invade my home and be there for hours. I'm pretty sure I had every right to be angry about that. No, I'm sure. I should have sent her. I should have sent her packing the first time I saw her. And then when she moved in next to us, and a million times after that. I should have. That fault is mine. So yeah, dinner. The food tastes amazing, Jack. Thanks. I barely made anything. Chapter 4. Goodbye. Oh. Mmm. Interesting. That's not true, is it? You were in charge of the rice. Yeah, the rice. It ended up mushy. I think it's delicious. Anna ate it like it was the tastiest thing in the world. An idea popped into my mind. If I bore her, she might leave early. Ooh. Thanks. But the chicken is much better. And it's incredible how you can make anything decent in the oven we have, Grace. I don't talk about the oven, Jack. It's embarrassing. I'll bet you've never seen it grease your oven, Anna. I swear to God. I tried to clean it, but nothing works. I don't know what the previous owners did to make it that dirty. And that's not even the biggest problem, is it, you said? Yes. The light in the oven barely works. And don't get me started on the heating, it's so sketchy. Yeah, all of that. And you still managed to make something this good. What do you say, Anna? It's tasty, it reminds me of home. Have you tried remembering what home was like, Jack? I swallowed, choked and coughed. What's with that all of a sudden? Anna smiled and went on eating. I was just wondering. No, I have not tried to remember what home was like. I don't see why I would have to. I'm fine without it. Alright. It's a shame though. Tough. Jack? Yeah. What is it, Grace? I'm with Anna on this one. You are? Yes. Even after you said you were fine with me deciding what goes on in my head, I'm trying to think of what's best for you. That's right, you can't spend your life running away from the past. Face it now, be a man. It's not healthy to lock so much of yourself away. It can't be. You have to agree, Jack. I didn't reply. I was eviscerating a chicken drumstick. Anna, I didn't tell you this, but at night, at least once a week, Jack... Ooh, that's enough! I banged my fist on the table and then was immediately ashamed that I had lost my temper. But I couldn't back down. This has got to do with me and me only. Stay the hell out of it, both of you. Do you understand? Why are you so... Ah, it's no good. I've never gotten this angry before. I needed to be alone. Well, again, okay, yeah, Grace shouldn't just be telling secrets about Jack like that. Like, I understand they're good friends, her and Anna, but Jack and Anna are not at this point. I walked off to another room, but that didn't help. I could still hear their murmurs and their whispering. They're talking about me. I dressed in a hurry. Huh? What are you going out, Jack? I nodded. Have fun. Wait, don't go. I'm sorry I keep insisting so much. You know I'm trying to help, right? Yeah. Then please don't be mad. I couldn't stop being angry. It was stronger than me. Could you just do one thing for me? Just so I know I did all I could? Do what? Can you say you're fine with... No, please say that you don't want to remember. Can you do that for me? Of course. I hesitated longer than I thought I would. Something that struck me I was being childish as hell. In the end, my anger, my stubbornness won over. I don't want to remember. There, are you happy now? I wanted things to stay as they were. That's all I ever wanted. For nothing to change. Because for once, I was happy. Well? I'm sorry. You should be. Oof. 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 I walked out. By the time I came back, Grace was gone. Oh dear. August 17th. I came back hours later, after a little drinking and a lot of pointless wandering. The apartment was empty. Her things were gone. But I only realized that after I read the letter. Ooh. The letter was on the table, next to our half-finished dinner. There was a key next to the letter too. Her key to the apartment. I remember the letter word for word, so why don't I write it down here? Wouldn't that be fun? Jack, it said, I can't stay with you anymore. You're only going to make yourself more miserable, and I can't help you, and I can't watch you do this to yourself. Alright, sorry, there was a cut there because I accidentally swore. Can't have that. I pray there's someone who can help you like I couldn't, and I hope you'll be happy. Goodbye. Grace didn't need to sign the message. I would have recognized those neat letters anywhere. I'd seen that same handwriting during our brief year together, on dozens, if not hundreds of those little notes. Shift schedules, reminders to buy snacks or milk, things like that. There were, in fact, at least half a dozen of the yellow post-its she used still around the apartment. Seeing them hurt. There were a lot of other things Grace hadn't taken with her, too. Socks, pants, a few undershirts, a scarf, one pair of shoes, a sweater she really liked, too. She wouldn't have worn the sweater while napping in the evening. Oh, she would have worn it, sorry. It was all evidence of how much of a hurry she'd been in to get away from me. Now I know better. I'm glad she got away from both of them. She deserves better. Morning, everyone. The patients all greet her. I do too. Well, well. I'm happy to see you finally stop being Mr. Grumpy. Well, you know. Do you feel better? Does the leg still hurt? I'm a little better, I guess. At peace. That's great. You'll be up on your feet in no time, I'm sure. Free to come back home. I laugh like hell. Anna probably doesn't see what's so funny. She smiles vacantly. I don't know. I'm sorry. I guess she does love me in her own way. It doesn't matter though. Remembering the pain she caused me has given me conviction. My heart is set on killing her. She's insane, yes. Should you kill her? No. August 18th. My health is vastly improving. Doctor's words, those. And I feel it. I don't wake up at night so much anymore, choking on pain. I don't get so angry anymore that I have to chew my own fingers so I don't end up shouting. I really am at peace. I know what to do. And I know I have to do it. I feel like I don't have a choice in the matter. I'm a train going down a set of tracks at a few hundred miles per hour. No turns, no brakes. Whatever happens, will happen. It's strangely calming. For now, I'll keep on riding. I know a good point to stop. Oh my god. After Grace left, I spent that first night alone on the kitchen floor. It was where my legs happened to give in under me, after hours of walking back and forth in the apartment. I had paced around like a caged animal, looking under pillows and carpets and poking my head in closets. I don't know why. Maybe I thought I'd find her there. I woke up in the afternoon, with a blanket over me. I thought that Grace had done it, that she'd come back. She hadn't. I guess it must have been Anna. I didn't go to work. I didn't eat. I don't remember drinking any water, but I must have. And I must have slept a lot too. It turned out I needed Grace a lot more than I thought I did. Certainly more than she needed me. I was all alone that day, that night, and the day after, too. Right up until the evening. That's when she made her move. Oh! Okay. The windows were closed and the blinds were drawn. Must have been stuffy and hot in the apartment. I lay on the couch, shivering. I held to my chest the sweater Grace had left. I was about to slip in an uncomfortable sleep when the front door opened. My heart skipped a beat before the sight of the person coming in disappointed me. Ooh. Hello? Jack? I stared at her. What's wrong? Stare. She tried to get me to talk, but I was not in a talking mood. Eventually, she found the letter still on the table and pretended to find it. Oh, Jack. Oh, darling. Go away. You're hurt, I know. She's terrible, isn't she, to have hurt you so badly? Yeah. You just want him all for yourself. She's... The sweater was soft against my skin. It smelled of her. I know. She's awful. Let me help. She brought her hand near my face. I turned my head away. I'm the one who can make you happy, you know. You won't have to remember that girl ever again. You won't want to, I promise. Her hand found my cheek. It had only been 2 days since I'd last seen Grace. Since I'd last seen Grace, I'd last touched her. But it was like I'd already forgotten a person's warmth. I raised my hand to bat hers away, but I found that I couldn't do it. Instead, I put my hand on hers. I was close to tears. There were so many emotions in me that confused and overwhelmed me. But Anna was here, and she was whispering that she'd never leave. We made love there, on the couch. Afterwards, I used the sweater to wipe the sweat off me. Anna lay next to me, soft and warm, both her arms wrapped around one of mine. In the morning, after the long, long night, Anna looked at me and asked me a question. I'm tired, aren't you? Uh-huh. I won't go to work today. I'll call in sick. What about you? I don't know. I won't go to work. I haven't thought at all about work. It was so irrelevant. That's a good idea. Hey, I'm going to my apartment. I want to have a nice hot shower. Come with? Sure, yes. My apartment had a perfectly working shower, of course, but I didn't want to be by myself. I was scared. After I had had a shower at her place, Anna told me I could stay there a while. Until you feel better, she told me. What do you say? I said yes. That's how it went. I don't feel shame for what I did. I know I should, but I don't. The problem is I don't really feel like I did any of that. It's more like I was watching myself do those things while watching myself get tricked and cheat on Grace. Live with that woman who's caused so much misery to so many people. I mean, it's not cheating if Grace has already left you, you know. I know I should be ashamed. It's a disgusting thing I did and I can't take it back. I let myself be made into an animal. The one whole month is something I'd like to forget and to never remember. So I won't write about it or about anything and anything more. I've written enough. I'm done. This journal has helped me a lot, but I don't need it anymore. This is, then. It's goodbye. So goodbye. Jack Friday. Ooh. So what happens now? I woke up and found the room dark. Ooh. Chapter 5, a new brand of happiness. Ooh. It didn't matter if my eyes were open or closed. The image didn't change. Something wasn't right. The air smelled different. Grace made a soft moaning sound in her sleep. She lay next to me. I reached down to make absolutely sure she was there. Jack. To hear her voice instead was like finding a snake in my bed. I almost fell over a nightstand. Are you okay? Bad dream? Stay. She touched me, skin against skin. I remember where I was and why I was there. Better? Yeah, sorry about that. Good. I settled back onto my side of the bed. Anna ruffled my hair. You startled me. I didn't mean to. It's okay, I know you wouldn't do that. Because you love me. Debatable, but yeah. Dear diary, it's all been worth it. All the years of waiting and hoping have been so worth it. I never expected it to go as well as it did. Now I feel so silly I ever worried. Grace, though. Oh, shots fired. Oh, I can't say that word, but oh my. Grace, the sleeps a lot girl is out of the picture. I'm sorry. It was easy. She's so scared of everything. Oh, wait. Oh, that's, because I thought he had finished the diary. Okay. But it's still funny, even though, of course, she would say that, but... Jack is all mine. Oh, I'm sorry. I expected he would struggle a lot more. I'm so proud of him. Struggle. Okay. I'm not gonna question where he struggled. Even in the terrible state he's in, no memories of us at all, he knew in his heart that he should pick me over her. You're so cute, Jack, the way you're absolutely helpless without me. I'll pamper you a little more. I can do that. There's no hurry. There's no rush. We've reached our happy ending. I paced around Anna's bedroom. Step, 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 turn. Step, 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 turn. It wasn't a very large room. About the same size as mine, and... Step, 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 step. Turn. It was dark. The curtains were drawn. But it would have been dark without them, too. The alarm clock's neon green digits hovering in the dark, showing that it was 5:10 a.m. and that it was Monday. Step, 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 step. Anna's bed sheets rustled. She mumbled something and sat up. Jack, why are you... I took in a deep breath. It helped me keep my voice from shaking as I answered. It's nothing. Go back to sleep. What is it? Something is wrong, isn't it? Tell me. I'll make it go away. No, please. It's stupid. Tell me. I stepped closer to the bed, banged my shin on its side, and sighed. It's Monday. Anna glanced over my shoulder at the alarm clock. Yep, it is. So? I have work. When I came back to an empty apartment, it was early Friday morning. I had missed work on Friday. I must be on thin ice already. I didn't even call in. And? Just don't go. But if I don't go today, they'll fire me for sure. So? What do you mean so? This is serious. Don't be upset. Here. Anna got up lazily and kissed me, helped me. We stood there a few moments in silence. There. Doesn't it all seem better now? But I still... No, sweetie. You stay in today. She pressed herself harder against me. I felt her softness, the heat of her body. I could hardly feel anything else. You don't want to go to work, do you? I don't, but I mean I have to. You don't have to. It'll be fine. The world won't end. I was going to complain again, but she pressed a finger to my lips. You know what? An idea just came to me. If you move out of that awful apartment and come live with me instead, you won't have to work in that awful store anymore either. That sounds nice, doesn't it? It sounded so good. Anna understood me so well, but I wasn't sure of myself. I asked if it was really fine for me to stay here for good. Of course. I wouldn't want you anywhere else. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. This puts a little more perspective into it. I don't know why she doesn't really want him to remember Grace. It's still so confusing, everything. I'm still not sure who to side with. Because at the end of the day, like, they've all been doing stupid things. I don't know. I really don't know. Because I quickly change opinions on all of them. Because then Anna seems insane, but then she seems really sweet, like when she finally gets Jack. But at the same time, she was kind of, you know, kind of like on the nose, and she really wanted him. And she did everything. I'm getting kind of creepy about it, but I don't know. Oh my god, oh goodness. How is this going so well? It never worked so well before. Not with the patients I tried it on, even though they were terminal. Even though they had no one to visit them. All of them kept being themselves right up to the end. But with Jack I can do anything. He is like clay. I could change him into anyone, anything I want. See, now we get, now we get like inside of the mind. Where she really just wants to, well, she can do anything with him. She just wants him to be her toy. How awful. He's so lucky that it's me doing this. Could you imagine someone else with this kind of responsibility? I don't know if you really are responsible. I don't know. I should shut up because I don't know where this is going anymore. I don't know. Trying to stay neutral, but it's hard. I don't know. What am I saying? Nobody else could make him so willing to change. Me. Only me. He's only like this because he loves me so much. He's always loved me, even when he didn't realize it. And he'll always love me, and I'll always love him. And we'll be together forever. Forever. Ah, I'm so happy I could scream. Right now I'm only teasing him a little, but that's okay. We have all the time in the world. Unlike those other boys, he's not about to expire. You never know. Days went by, maybe a week. Jack? Come on, Jack. A laugh. If you don't let go of me, I can't go to work, you know. Then don't go. Stay here. Hey, one of us has to go. We need it to live. I need you to live. That's very sweet, but I still have to go. I wouldn't budge. She ran her fingers through my hair. I like that. If you get off me now, I promise I'll have a special surprise for you when I come back. Really? Really, I promise. Okay. I forced myself to let her go. After she went away, I lay back down on the bed. I waited for her to come back. I did nothing else. Okay. Anna's surprise was a big plastic bag. It was swollen, full of something. I looked at it, then at it, and then her again, and frowned. You'll see. Come, we need to go somewhere else. Go outside? Yes. Isn't that exciting? I looked away. Oh. What, you don't want to? I held up a pillow in front of me. It was meant to act as a barrier. Oh, you big scaredy cat. Come on. She took my arm and pulled. I wouldn't go. Her grip was strong, or maybe I'd gotten weak, but I stayed in place. Huh? So you really don't want to go? How come we can't just stay here? Oh, sweetie. I don't want the apartment to burn down. What? She made me dress in outside clothes. They were rugged and cold. To burn out. What? The outside was even more rugged and cold. The streets The street was wet. It must have rained. People there were giving me looks. They were looking at me like I was trash. Why? What had I done to them? What had I ever done to anyone? Oh, hey. Ease up a little. You'll hurt my hand. I'm sorry. That's okay. If you really don't feel like it, we can go back home right now. Really? Yes. But I know you can do this. So will you do it for me? Yeah, okay. Great. Thank you, Jack. You're so good to me. We walked for over 15 minutes. My feet hurt and my legs made clicking sounds. I hadn't really walked in over a week, but I didn't complain. We're almost there. Do you know where we are? I shook my head. Anna had led me somewhere I'd never been. Each street we passed was dirtier and grayer and more abandoned than the last, and the people looked at us all the more meanly. I thought they were going to hurt us, but Anna wasn't afraid, so I did my best to be brave too. Whatever she had in the plastic bag, it wasn't heavy. The bag was so full it was almost the shape of a big ball, but it still swung so lightly. What do you think is in there? Anna had noticed me looking. I don't know. Wanna guess? I didn't. I told her I didn't. I told her I couldn't think of anything. Oh well, you'll see soon enough. My destination, I saw 5 minutes later, was an empty street. A whole street, blocks and blocks of it, completely abandoned. The pavement was cracked. The buildings that still stood there were hollow, and everything was overgrown with weeds. It was more jungle than a city street. It was ugly. I hated to even look at it. Isn't it so beautiful? Yeah. I'll show you the best spot here. It's my favorite. But it'll be our secret, okay? You can't tell anyone else. Okay. Fast forward tunnel-like opening set in a tall, whole building. Beyond it was a field of brown-yellow grass. It came up to my chest. Surrounding the grass were the sides of a large apartment building. This used to be its courtyard. The building was a mottled, ugly gray. It had most likely been prettier color before it burned down. So many windows, none of which had glass in them. They gaped down at us, empty and dark. Anna's spot was a square patch of concrete in the middle of the overgrown courtyard. Jesus. Once there, Anna handed me something from a plastic bag. It was a small gas canister and a box of matches. Then she emptied the rest of the bag out on the concrete. When I saw the contents, my chest tightened and started to hurt. This? Anna, this is... On the ground were a few post-it notes, a pair of shoes, but mostly clothes. I had seen them before. They had belonged to someone I knew. Who? Someone I had known an eternity ago. Too long to remember. But I knew these things were important. You know what this is? Yes. I shouldn't. It's fine if you still recognize them. Completely fine. You're not mad? I'm not mad. Give me that. Anna grabbed the gas canister from my hands. She poured the gas out onto the clothes and shoes and post-it notes down to the last drop. Then she tossed the canister aside and stepped away. The canister made a tinny empty sound as it hit the concrete. Tuk tuk. After that there was silence. Anna, should I... What do you think you should do? Are you really not mad? Do what you think you need to do, Jack. And do it quick. It's growing dark, and I didn't bring a flashlight. Use your phone, though! So I did what I thought I needed to do. I lit a match. Took me 3 tries to get it right because of my clumsy fingers. Cradling the little fire with my hands, I brought over her things. They were wet and stank of gasoline. Held the lit match above them. Why are you hesitating? Don't you want to do this? I don't know. I needed to do what Anna wanted me to do, but the thought of doing it made me want to lie down and cry. I couldn't explain why those things were so dear to me, they just were. The flame had almost reached my fingers. And I don't think... Do it! I dropped the match. Bullfire touched gasoline and bloomed. The sudden heat made me step back. Those things, those shoes and clothes and yellow notes, were already crackling and it turned to charcoal. Whatever. I don't know. Anna sat by me. I waited for her to scold me, but she didn't. She put her hand in mine, our fingers interlocked. You did well. I did? Yes. When it came down to it, you did what you should. I'm proud of you. A warmth filled my chest. My worry for those scattered pieces of nothing on the ground faded away. I was with the love of my life, and she loved me and was proud of me. How could I care about some... I couldn't even remember what it had been anymore. Old clothes? Whatever. Anna giggled. It made me so glad to see Anna happy. I pulled her closer. After a good minute of laughing, she sighed as if spent and looked up at me. Wasn't that fun? Yep. Things on the ground had already gone out. They were black and unrecognizable. Let's go back home. Okay, Anna. You're so happy, aren't you? And why wouldn't you be? I'm happy too. The happiest I've ever been. Me too. Happiest I've ever been. Really? Yep. Thank you, Jack. It means the world to me. This is wholesome, but I feel like it's not going to be for long. We went away hand in hand. But before we walked out into the grass again, I looked back one last time at the things I had burned. Something moved at the edge of my vision, up in one of the glassless windows. I looked again, but it was gone. This place is dangerous. Are there people here? You know what? There just might be. Bad people. We should get home as soon as we can. Yes. Home. Where it's safe. That little sloot. I hope she had a good look at us burning all that trash of hers. At Jack burning it. God, I'm so proud of him. It hurts. Can't believe I miscalculated, though. I thought Grace was gone for good. But then there she was. In our hallway. Asking where Jack was. And what I had done with him. All this while Jack was right on the other side of the door. Can you imagine what would have happened if I wasn't there? She would have knocked on the door or rung the doorbell. She would have probably called out too. It would have been... I would have scared Jack so badly. Can't bear to think about it. Thankfully I wasn't wrong about everything to do with her. She hasn't called the police. I knew she wouldn't. She didn't think she'd come back after all. Or at all, sorry. She was still scared as a little lamb. Her hand shook while she demanded I tell her what happened to Jack. He can't be in there, can he? She stepped forward. When I put myself between the door and her, she backed off again. I wonder how she didn't pee herself. She was so scared. Jack doesn't want to see you. What are you doing to him? No one's seen him since I went away. It's like he's disappeared. He's been here the whole time? God, what are you doing to him? Be quiet. She was making so much noise, as I suspected. Wasn't gonna be wholesome for long. Just wasn't gonna be. I put a hand on her shoulder. I had to see if she had the guts to slap it away. She just stood there. Jack is perfectly fine. He's happy and doesn't want you to see you again. I know he probably hates me now, but at least let me see him. I have to at least see him again. So annoying. Loneliness has made her desperate, unpleasant. That's what being by yourself does. Look at dear Jack. We'll put together again for a short while, and he's already such a sweetheart. And he was so prickly before. If you see him now, he'll tell you he hates you. Do you really want that? No, I don't want that, but... Then go away. It's as simple as that, don't you think? Even someone like you should understand. Why are you so... I thought we were... She swallowed hard. I have to see him. Anna, please. Being alone made you into a real female dog, you know? Oh, it would have been so much funnier if I was able to say all these words. Oh my. What? Or did it? Were you lonely after all? Really makes me wonder. With how little money you took with you, I was sure you'd be living on the streets. But you're clean. You don't smell. More than usual. I'm living with a friend. What does it matter? That's a lie. You don't... Ooh, the savagery. That's a lie. You don't have any friends. Ooh, Grace gritted her teeth and stared at me. She wanted to run away in shame. She's so simple, so obvious, but she couldn't leave with Jack so close. So where are you staying? Whose pee-pee are you sucking for rent? Oh my god, I love this. I'm not... Is that wrinkly old man you... Is that wrinkly old man you worked with? It's nothing like that. I am living with Don, but I'm not... Oh, aren't you? Then how are you paying back his hospitality? You don't have any money, you quit your job too, I checked. I'm not paying back anything. Don't be shy. Oh, screw you. Move! How violent. It's a good thing I separated her and Jack when I did. Any more of this girl's influence, and who knows what could have happened. She tried to move past me, but I had a little surprise in my pocket. Anna, that's... Yep. So don't you dare touch me again. I might do something bad. I pressed the knife against the side of her neck. It drew blood. I couldn't help myself, but it wasn't a lot. I'm not going to kill someone out in the open like that. I'm not stupid. Grace stood petrified. You can't do this. You'll call the cops? No, you won't. They won't believe you. They never do. Right? She didn't lash out for once. She must have finally realized how useless it was to try. So she shuffled away. I waved her off. It's only polite. She didn't even look back. But then she kept following me around, even after that. What, a stalker! Oh, the irony. So I had Jack burn her things. I know she was watching. It was beautiful. Now she'll back off for good. I'm back. Welcome back. Hey, easy, you'll trip. The moment she touched me, those long hours of waiting were painted over by warmth. Made me so happy. Something smells good. Is it dinner? Yes. Oh, you remembered. I'm so glad. I've made a casserole. Anna set the table and I served it. That was really tasty, Jack. Thank you. I wasn't happy with the meal. It was tasteless and the meat was tough. Anna said she liked it. She was so kind. I wish I could have helped more. What do you mean? With money, I guess. I was being serious, but she laughed. That made me feel a bit stupid. Oh, Jack, money's no problem at all. I told you already, I've got a lot saved up, and the rent here is nothing. Oh, okay. Anna hummed contentedly. A minute later, she stopped. There's something you can do, actually. Really? Yes, really. But I'm not sure if you'd be up to it. Anything! I'll do anything for you. Okay, then. What is it? How can I help? Wait until before bedtime, okay? I nodded. Oh, no. Oh, no. When I heard what she wanted me to do, I didn't take it well. I was angry, furious. I felt betrayed. You want me to... Yes, I do. But no. You said I'd never have to remember anything. You promised. I got up from the bed and started pacing from wall to wall, never looking at Anna. What she'd said hurt. How could you lie like that? Oh, baby. Please don't hate me. Oh, so now she suddenly goes from like this dom girl, like asserting dominance, to like, I'm sorry, please don't hate me. Aha! The turntables! I was shivering with anger. I thought I might faint. But I didn't hate her. I couldn't. So I stopped walking and faced her. I know I said what I said, but this is important. Don't you believe me? There was only one thing I could say. Yeah, I believe you. Thank you, Jack. I love you. I love you too. And I'm sorry. Don't say you're... Hearing Anna say she was sorry was, for some reason, like a punch to the gut. It tugged at my memory. She always said, I know. But that's not what I'm telling you to remember. You must never remember that woman. Forget all you have left of her. Then, what I want you to recall goes much, much further back. And it won't be easy, but when you do, when you remember, our love will be the deepest it's ever been. Don't you want that? I do. I love you. I want that. I want to love you even more. Tell me what I should remember. Anna embraced me with happy tears in her eyes, but she wouldn't tell me what I needed to remember. She said it would be pointless if she told me. I had to remember it all by myself. Anna ordered me to sit down in front of the alarm clock every day for at least an hour. I was to do this while she was at work. I was to have my eyes closed. I was to try digging back in my memories. Far, far back. I did as ordered. But the first time I tried, the very next day, it was also foggy in my mind that I couldn't even start. Thinking felt slow. It was like walking through molasses. I only made myself tired. Before I fell asleep sitting up, one last thought came to me. Was thinking always so hard? Second time too, I gave up right away. I couldn't do it. But I had promised Anna. The next day, I tried harder. My head hurt. And I felt like I was groping in the dark, scared and all alone. But I did it. I had promised Anna. I waited further in. A flash of a smile made my chest hurt. But I kept going. For love. Huh? Which one did I love? Which one did I hate? Things didn't used to be like this, did they? This feels wrong. Something went terribly wrong. I need to make sense of it. Days later, while going back in my memory, I reached a wall. A dam. I felt I shouldn't try to climb over it, so I didn't. There were things out there I didn't want to see. So I went back to the puddle I had been searching through. It was a stew of love and fear and hate. Given and taken seemingly at random. It was a mess. But it was a mess in my head. I would make it make sense. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna leave this one here. This was my last one. Yeah, I'll override that. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well. Okay. Well. Wow. That was a lengthy episode. I apologize once again. Don't forget, if you made it this far, comment Flamingo down below. Don't tell anyone anything about it. If people are confused, just shh. Don't tell them. No one tell them. But Flamingo, remember that. Flamingo. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. That was a roller coaster of emotion. That was a real, lot of turns of events and stuff. And I'm glad I got back into this game because I really want to continue it. I really want to see where this goes. I really want to finish this game because now that I'm back on like the grind again, I want to finish series that I start. For example, Minecraft, new Minecraft episode coming out soon. By the way, I've been building up my base a lot. Like I've been exploring, I've been learning a lot of stuff. That's really cool. So I'm planning to beat the Ender Dragon in that, and I'm planning on completing this game. And, you know, I understand it's not for everybody. Again, like I said, and this has been an hour and a half, so I understand, like, it's not going to be for everybody. But for those of you who enjoy it, obviously I'll do this for you because you know, even if it's just 2 people that made it this far, don't really care, to be honest. Like, 2 people, that's still people. So, hello, whoever made it this far, you're freaking amazing. I love you a lot. I appreciate you for making it this far. But wow, that was a lot. That was a good episode. That was a good episode. And whew. Oh my, what a roller coaster it's been. Freaking unplugging sounds. And now I have to go back in the editing and find the swears and the cuts and whatever. It's fine. But either way, wow. That's all I have to say. I'm speechless. Wow. I can't wait to continue this. Can't wait to see where it goes. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. And also, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, my hair is silver now. That's also a thing. I don't want to go back to my natural hair color just yet. So I'm trying out some stuff, and I think silver is a go. I think silver is good. Silver's good. So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, you can like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you want to see more, subscribe, videos, everything. It's right here. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.